Oh my god.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cal, bringing you another video on the channel today.
I'm getting man-spreaded. Look at this shit.
Okay, so today we are doing another story time. This is part 3. We did the first 2 parts without Dalton because we fucking hate him. And yeah, so
Oh yeah, by the way, we found him.
yeah, we found.
You'll see how that happened in part 2
and 3.
And 3.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm looking by myself.
All by himself.
You're straight out of the bottom.
Dude, I fucking broke him.
Wait, really? Oh yeah.
I'm like weak. Oh, there it goes.
Now I'm dehydrated, you bitch.
Today's story is about the time we were in a blizzard and we didn't get lost, but it was a sick story and we're gonna tell it to you. Yeah, this story occurred back in high school. We were all seniors, right? It was in January of 2019, right? And yeah, man. I mean, we've all been there, you know. Yeah, we did. Yeah. And so pretty much, it was the beginning of the school, right? And we found out that we found out pretty much there's gonna be this huge snowstorm after school, and so pretty much Jordan, a couple weeks before, went sledding at this kind of small recreational. What was that? Jordan went sledding with like one other guy. His name's Hayden. I probably never see this video, but shout out Hayden. So pretty much he went sledding with them at this like recreational site known as like Winding Trails.
You're not sponsored.
Sponsored by Winding Trails. Go there. It's a place.
You actually sound like a fucking Jordan went sledding with one. Jordan went sledding with one of his boys, Hayden. He was like, "Dude, Cal, next time there's a snowstorm, man, you guys gotta come. We found some sick spots, you know." And so pretty much, a couple weeks go by, and we find out there's gonna be this like fucking like decent snowstorm after school. We thought it was only gonna be like a couple inches because it started snowing during school. We ended up getting out like 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was like decent. And it stopped snowing for a while, and so we're like, "Oh, yo, bro, let's go fucking sledding." So we ended up after school that day. We ended up going.
Bring your garage thing.
Dude, I don't have a key. I actually just pressed it. So I don't know. Fucking. After school ended, Jordan was like, "Yo, Cat, Dalton, you wanna fucking go sledding with us?" And I was like,
I'm glad it was you first and not me first.
"Yeah." Keep going on.
I asked them. Me and Hayden were kind of the founders of this event, and you know, we had scouted out a couple of good areas to go sledding before. I really had my eye on Winding Trails in the first place because I knew there was this one cross-country skiing place, or this one hill that was stupid steep, and it probably turned at about like a 90-degree angle, but rounded. But it was stupid steep, and we can get going hella fast. And so basically, what we ended up doing is just taking turns. Everybody brought their sleds.
I brought 2 plastic cheap sheds,
Sleds. He brought a whole shed with him.
I just sat on the roof with my ass crack. Nah, it was like a plastic blue one and a plastic orange one. One of them got busted, I think. I don't remember.
It was pretty easy to get busted considering we started jumping.
Yeah.
We built, which was a terrible idea, by the way. We built many ramps made out of snow. Probably at least like a foot high ramp.
And then we fucking laid down. See how many people we laid down in front of it?
Heading this way. All right, boys. We'll say. All right, I'm gonna lay down.
I love you, Owen.
Oh shit! Yo, chill!
I fucking love this.
Yeah.
We laid down. I think it was you, Dalton. Didn't you lay down?
Yeah, at first, and we were
way?
like, we were wicked scared. And I remember, right? We were doing the jumps, and fucking, I was like, "Oh my god, Dalton, you gotta be so fucking dumb to do this shit." Like, and so pretty much, well, I think Owen went over the jump first, right?
Holy shit.
Wasn't even on target.
Right?
No, yeah.
And we were like, "Oh shit, that's awesome!" And then Dalton's like, "I'm gonna go and do it."
I'm like, no, I was like, dude, he cleared an entire person. I'm like, he did. Put my foot to the end of the ramp, head as far as I can. So if he landed on me, I was fucking.
And the only reason we knew we could jump it is because we had taken a video in slow motion in the first place, so we saw exactly his like trail and where he landed, and we determined that it was probably safe enough to put a person under it. You know, laying the long ways too, not sideways, so it'd only be jumping like a foot, like jumping like almost 6 feet. You need to clear probably about 6.5 feet in order to, you know, not crush our face and skulls.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking butt.
Bitch! Just drop kick the fuck.
That shit punk ass.
Alright, so
Trying to fuck with me!
the other thing we did, I think it was before the ramps, but we would just bomb the shit out of this hill.
Come on.
Alright.
What do you have to say, bitch? What?
And no one knew how to turn at first. So I think Cal was the first one to hit a fucking tree. He just went straight down. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he started to spread his limbs out like.
Because I remember, like, I think, okay, crackhead Hayden, right? This guy would do psychedelics in like high school, and, you know, all the all the drugs that you could think of, right? And that are not supposed to be done by high schooler. Obviously not like cocaine or like
anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were like, we were going on the cross country hill, right? Or no, we were trying to find like different hills in winding trails, right? And after we walked on the ice, after it was like solid as stick, we found a couple ones that are like, they were okay here and there, but then we found the behemoth, the beauty of this like cross country trail. Like Jordan kind of explained like the curve of it, right? And when you looked up at it, it was like a huge fucking curved mountain, and it was not meant to be sled down.
It was so steep you could barely walk
Yeah,
up it.
barely.
Like,
Yeah.
Jahan slipping.
It was,
even when it wasn't covered in snow.
yeah.
I've got a video of Jahan trying to get up it, and he was like skiing going up it. It was awesome.
Basically what he had to do, like, I'm not doing this shit. Dolan's like, all right, maybe I'll do it if someone else does it. I'll jump off a bridge if someone else does it.
I mean, it was my idea in the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
place, so
so-
I was gonna do it.
Yeah,
either way,
okay.
Whether
Yeah.
or not
And
these
so
guys.
Hayden goes down it, and he nearly wipes out. I remember he turned as he was coming down the fucking hill, right? He turned the sled, and he barely made it around the corner. We pretty much had a competition who could get down the hill like the farthest. Remember that?
Yeah.
And
The turn was so steep, and nobody, like, it's not really physically possible to turn at like a straight 90-degree angle when you're on a shitty plastic sled. So we had a competition to see who could make it the farthest down the hill.
Yeah.
And also, there was a half-frozen pond at the end of that trail, so if you went far enough, you did.
I mean, I don't know who was the first one to figure it out, but we found a way to turn, actually. It was by using your hand and digging into the snow so that it, like, used it as a pivot so you turned a little bit more. But sometimes we wouldn't get that pivot. And I think this is the best time to introduce when these two fucking both went into a tree. One of them went over a...